Welcome back. Coding is fast becoming the most valuable skill in modern society. Now, coding is the process of using programming languages to give instructions to a computer. Zaio, an online learning platform, has been offering free computer literacy and introductory courses in coding. Joining us to tell us a bit more about this program is founder and CEO Mvelo Hlophe. Mvelo, a pleasure to have you on the program this afternoon. So in today's digital age, the idea of transitioning to a coding career, regardless of one's educational background, is becoming increasingly popular. What inspired you to found this company, and what unique approach does it offer to aspiring developers?
So thanks for having me in Atlanta today. And the reason why we started this business is really because we've seen that in our communities and in our society generally, there's a lot of unemployment. And there's been a huge mismatch of skills between what employers are looking for and what we as a population actually offer in terms of skills. So we then look to solve that gap and make sure that there's enough talent moving from, unemployment into employment because they have been equipped with the right skills. So the twist, that we bring is that, all our learning is fully online, so you don't actually have to go anywhere to go study what we teach. So you can actually just, wherever you are, have a laptop, even on your mobile phone, can access our coding material and start learning.
So I would assume that there are inspiring success stories of individuals from diverse backgrounds who have made successful transitions to coding careers through platforms such as yours. Could you share some specific examples of these success stories and how Zaio supported their journey?
Yeah, so we've had people transition from, being unemployed, going straight into employment. So one such person actually found themselves in a bank right now. So they started learning with us last year. So we do have a lot of sponsors that help us to facilitate these programs. I think another example that I can really point out is that there's a security guard that came through our platform, and he went through our training. We had tutors to his disposal that we offer as part of our packages, and then was able to get into a job post-program.
So for beginners considering a career in coding, the prospect of embarking on this journey can be both exciting but also daunting. How does Zaio then help newcomers really navigate this transition, particularly in terms of providing free and also practical courses to build foundational skills?
So what we're really proud of ourselves is the approach to learning that we've taken. So we've actually, from a pedagogical perspective, been accredited with one of the accreditation bodies in Finland, where how we approach the learning is not just giving you material and content to consume, but we have created an interactive learning environment that simulates live classes. And on top of that, we've added AI to help you, pick up on your mistakes and then suggest better ways to do certain things. I think the last one is really that human element that we've added to the training, where you have tutors to your disposal as you're going through the learning journey so that you can succeed at the end of it.
So you mentioned the steps for becoming a developer, also emphasizing the importance of clarifying objectives and also enrolling in these online courses, engaging with developer communities and applying knowledge through practical experience. So how does Zaio then support learners at each stage of this journey?
So we help you not to study in a silo, because we understand that you can't really be an island on your own. So we create or add you into the community that is already existing within Zaio. So you can bounce off ideas and share your training experiences with your peers as you're going through. So we also, in some of our programs, offer things like psychosocial support, where we make sure that you're always at your best when going through the learning. And then post-program, we do then help you land your first interview so that you can be able to get your foot in the door when it comes to actually getting a job.
Right. So in today's job market, as you know, certain industries like cloud computing, fintech, and also healthcare technology are offering lucrative opportunities for developers. How does Zaio then equip learners with the skills and the knowledge that's necessary to really thrive in these high-demand industries?
So we really took an approach of finding out what are these employers actually looking for. So in healthcare, in fintech, in retail even, finding out what skill sets are they requiring from developers. So we then created our courses based on that, so that, as you're going through and you're studying, it is research-based, and whatever you're being taught is actually relevant in getting you into the job market. That is why we can say and give that guarantee that we will give you your first interview after your courses.
But programming languages also play a crucial role, Mvelo, in developers' toolkits. Could you elaborate on the significance of languages like JavaScript, Swift, Python as well, especially in today's market? And how does Zaio then help learners master these languages effectively?
So JavaScript really is the basis of a lot of other languages. So like React, that we then focus on for things like web development. Coding languages like Python, where it's used now quite a lot, especially when building large language models, as well as venturing into AI. Those are really important information to set the foundation of your coding journey. So we focus on the really beginning of the person's journey. So we're not necessarily focusing on people that have years of experience. We want to work with somebody who hasn't picked up a course before in coding, has zero experience, so that at grassroots level, we're helping you from the ground to really thrive then in a career in coding.
So with the rise of remote work and the increasing demand for software developers, how does Zaio then prepare learners to, call it, capitalize on international prospects while based here in South Africa?
So, I mean, the beauty with remote work is that you can literally open a laptop or a computer from anywhere in the world and start working. So that gives every South African or every African the opportunity to then access opportunities that are outside of the continent. So with that, we foster working remotely. So we simulate things like working in a job where you do sprints, where you do stand-ups, as you would if you were working in a remote environment. So the opportunity then really is to study and learn, to become talented in something that is in demand in the world right now, so that you can access those opportunities.
So as AI continues to evolve, some may perceive it as a potential threat to traditional coding careers. How does Zaio then encourage aspiring developers to view AI as a tool for enhancing workflows rather than a deterrent to their career aspirations?
So AI really is a tool, as you say, that developers can use to be more efficient in what they do. So there's no need to necessarily look at it as, AI is here to take our jobs. No, it's not. It is, as many things that have been created in the past, something that you can use in your current workflows so that you can be more effective, more efficient in your output.
So reflecting on your own personal journey and the experiences of Zaio learners, what advice would you like to give, Mvelo, to individuals who are considering a career change or even pursuing coding as a side hustle?
So what I'd say is, to really just start the journey. So we do have a lot of free courses on our platform. Just get a sense of, is coding something that you really want to do? And I think what I always like to emphasize is that if you're a natural problem solver, or you see as somebody that wants to solve problems and take part, especially in the society that we live in today, take up coding, work on those skills, and then you'll be able to solve all the immediate challenges that you have around you using code.
And looking ahead, and also as we wrap up our conversation, what are your aspirations for Zaio in terms of empowering more individuals to unlock success through coding? And how do you envision the future landscape of online learning platforms in the field of technology?
So we run boot camps every second month. So we have quite a few people that enroll. And then at the end of the program, what we really emphasize on is placing somebody, getting somebody into the workspace. So what we want to do is just work with a lot more employers that want to take these youth that go through our training and then place them into their companies. And with what we do, we want to scale it across the continent. So not just in South Africa, but other parts of the continent as well. East Africa, West Africa, as well as Central Africa. Because we believe that if Africa itself has the largest pool of competent developers, we could really be competitive as a continent.
Thank you so much, Mvelo. That's Mvelo Hlophe for sharing his invaluable insights into how platforms such as his, that is Zaio, are democratizing access to coding education, but also unlocking opportunities for individuals from diverse backgrounds as well. He's been telling us a bit about his business. Still to come, we will have the latest in sports with Khotso Sello. Do stay with us.